You are not Asian, and you are not young. Don't do that. And you are not TJP.
If I had enough screen cap, if I had enough room on the screen, I would do the Nakamura thing.
That would be acceptable. But TJP gets enough flack for doing it, and I don't think he deserves the flack for it. But you, being a nearly middle-aged white guy, no, don't do that. We don't need that kind of negative publicity.
Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the WWE Fantasy Log. We are the League of Opinionated Gentlemen.
Why can't white people do it? That just seems racist, but okay.
Internet?
Oh yeah, they're never racist on the internets.
No.
Well, you said that's racist. I said racist because internets.
Anyway, we are here on this Wednesday night. We're a little out of the ordinary this week. We moved it up a little bit because tomorrow night and Friday night we're not going to work due to various scheduling snafus. So we're going to go a little day early here tonight to talk about the pay-per-view WWE Extreme Rules from this past Sunday. Joining me as always are Jeff and John.
To quote the Joe Schmo Show, what the heck is going on?
To inaccurately quote the Joe Schmo Show.
It's been a while since I've seen that show.
What is going on?
Oh, it's just what is? I thought he said what the heck. Fair enough.
No, it's what is going on. Now stop.
Fine. Fair enough.
Anyway.
Yeah, this was weird.
We're here to talk about Extreme Rules. Lots of things going on. Titles shifting around. Specialty matches. All kinds of fun things.
And I'm the only one that watched it.
I saw the main event.
Fair enough. Although none of us saw the, as per usual, none of us saw the pre-show.
Yeah, because nobody cares.
Yeah.
So we're going, what's up, John? He got match win points for the pre-show, but we'll do that in a minute. Excuse me. So we're going to go through Extreme Rules. There's no new, because it's just a pay-per-view. We're not doing any news or anything excessive this week. Stay tuned for all that coming on Saturday rather.
Saturday, yep.
Well, Sunday in my time zone.
Yep. Let's do this.
Yes, indeed. Let's open up with a check of the scores.
Scores.
All right, in the lead is Team Extreme at 44.70, followed by the Certified Valor Club at 35.19, and Team Apocalypse still trailing at 29.74. See if we can close that gap up a little bit tonight.
Do it.
Maybe, but if not tonight, the gap will close between us because of other things, which will be mentioned tonight.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go over to the leaderboards.
John's about to close some gaps too.
That's what I meant.
All gaps are going to be closed.
Well, not that much, but let's see. So the top of the leaderboards for right now is the U.S. champion and the new face of America, Kevin Owens.
Yep.
At 393. The WWE champion, Jinder Mahal, is at 324, followed by A-double Austin Aries at 303.
Not anymore. You ain't getting no more points.
Followed by Finn Balor at 287, Alexa Bliss at 283, the Raw Women's Champion. Followed by Akira Tozawa at 269, TJ Perkins at 262, Jeff Hardy at 255, half of the tag
Not
champs.
anymore.
Seth Rollins at 254, and Bray Wyatt rounding out the top 10 at 253.
Yep. A-double's probably going to drop out of the top 10 sometime soon, and I see TJP taking his place up there.
We'll find out. Oh, that completely reminds you, by the way. Did TJP win the belt?
I don't think so.
He didn't have a title match.
He did on 205 Live.
Oh, I didn't watch 205 Live.
If you'd have watched Raw, you would have known about it.
That's right. I forgot that they mentioned that.
Well, didn't the commentators have to mention it because Neville couldn't find a microphone or some shit?
Well, Neville beat up TJP on the ramp and then just kind of screamed in his face.
Yeah.
I remember someone saying he was supposed to have a microphone. But
I don't know if TJP won. We'll find
you
out on
want your
Saturday.
You want your title match? You've got it tomorrow night on 205 Live.
My guess, probably not, because fucking, I don't know, Vince seems to be riding Neville's cock at the moment or something.
Let's find out. Let's see.
Well, Neville's pretty good, so I'm okay with that.
Couldn't just look it up later when you go to score?
No, I couldn't. I'm curious.
You caused this.
Oh, Titus O'Neil was on 205 Live.
What?
He's still trying to recruit Akira Tozawa to his Titus brand.
Who isn't?
That's true. Let's see here. So after all this, TJP counted a pin attempt. Okay. Neville rolled through a pin attempt and tapped TJP out to the rings of Saturn. So you have another title retention this week, John.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I figured as much.
All right. Well, let's go on to Extreme Rules proper. I'll put these names in order, and we will proceed. All right. We're going to open up with a pre-show. By the way, Extreme Rules is coming to you from the Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore, Maryland.
Good.
Indeed. Ravens suck. Just saying. And David Otunga has made his way onto the pre-show panel for this event.
Oh, he's back?
He is. He's on the pre-show panel because Booker T took his spot on the commentating team.
Downgrade.
Pretty much. That's what he gets for going to make a movie. So he's there. Nia Jax joins the pre-show panel to talk some crap about Bayley.
Of course she does.
So I'll throw her promo for that. Wait, what did I put these in the reverse order? Whoops, I wanted A to Z, not Z to A. There we go.
Shock.
What?
He said shock. He was shocked that you did that.
Clearly. Anyways, that's going to put Nia Jax at 90. Okay. So our pre-show match is Kalisto versus Apollo Crews with Titus O'Neil in Apollo's corner, representing the Titus brand. And
We all thought it was going to be Goldust.
I know. Shame. Anyway, so Apollo controls the match early on with some power moves. Kalisto manages to throw Cruz to the outside and hits it with a springboard 450, taking control by picking up the pace. But Cruz punches Kalisto out of the air off of a splash, takes control back, hits a suplex, a face lock. Kalisto regains with a Hurricanrana and some moves, but Titus begins barking instructions. And as Cruz is taking control again, Titus gets some of Bark's instructions, which distracts Cruz and allows Kalisto to come up from behind and hit the Salida del Sol by springboarding himself off of Titus on the apron.
More accurately, off of Titus's face.
Yeah.
He literally runs up Titus's face
Yeah.
to do the Salida del Sol. I thought it was kind of hilarious.
It is. So Kalisto gets a win over Apollo Crews.
Yep. And after Monday night, I don't know if Apollo Crews is even still part of the Titus brand.
Mm-hmm.
Because last we saw, Apollo Crews was pointing and laughing at Titus O'Neil for being a dumb shit.
Yep.
So that might be why Titus is actively seeking out new people for his Titus brand, because his Titus brand is probably back down to the member of one himself.
Well, no, because they were still together on Raw.
I know, but I said at the end, when we left Apollo Crews, he was pointing and laughing at Titus. So they may no longer be
That's true.
together.
Who knows? We'll find out.
Well, we'll find out
Anyway.
come 205 Live, see if Apollo showed up with him.
Well, I think it was just Titus was in the back and causing Akira. I don't think they sent Apollo over.
Ah, fair enough.
But anyway, so Titus is going to get some accompaniment and interference points. That's 11 points to Titus. 3 becomes 74. All right. And then Apollo Crews gets 5 competition points, along with 1 move. So that's 6 points to Apollo. Apollo. And Kalisto gets 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match, 5 for competing in said match, and 2 moves puts him at 37 points.
All points to John.
Indeed. So 98, 08 to 18, and 7 is 125.
Kalisto's broken the 100 mark. Hey.
Yeah, he has. All right. So after this, Kurt Angle joins the pre-show panel briefly to welcome everybody to Extreme Rules, and he predicts that Samoa Joe will win the main event.
TNA. TNA.
Fuck that owl. Fuck that owl.
Delete that owl. Delete that owl.
That too. Delete, 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 delete. Anyway, we open Extreme Rules proper with Dean Ambrose defending the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz. And
This was a thing.
As a reminder, if Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, he will lose the championship.
Which, what the fuck, WWE? At a pay-per-view called Extreme Rules,
Yeah.
you have a title match with a stipulation that Extreme Rules is illegal. What?
Yep.
And especially against a guy whose one thing, the only thing he's good at doing is being extreme. You're just like, well, you just buried Ambrose. Good job.
It's everything you wanted.
It is.
Yeah, this match was weird.
Well, Ambrose and Miz had it back and forth, and the recurring story was that Miz kept trying to get Ambrose disqualified, which makes sense. He had Maurice slap him in the face at one point, but the ref was like, no, I know what he's trying to do. I'm not doing that. Ambrose almost ran into Maurice on the apron at one point, but had to stop himself. Miz put a chair out, and Ambrose took it from him, and the ref had to up Ambrose from hitting Miz with it. Excuse me. So lots of interesting opportunities where Ambrose could have been DQ'd, but he wasn't. Near the end of the match, there was a point where Miz pushed Ambrose into the ref from behind, and the ref was going to DQ Ambrose, and Ambrose begged him not to, and then Miz hit Ambrose with a skull-crushing finale from behind. The ref was like, yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3.
And for those who are keeping score at home, of course, there could only be one ref that could ref this match in such a questionable manner. And his name is John Cone. Bet you didn't know that was John Cone, huh?
Isn't his name John Doan?
I thought it was Cone.
I think it's John Doan.
Oh, okay. I always hear Cone. Fair enough. Anyway, it's him. The guy who refs all the questionable matches, at least in modern WWE.
Oh, no, it is John Cone. You're right.
That's like his thing.
At WWE, at WWE Ref John Cone, if you'd like to follow him.
I also find it funny that in the Raw talk afterwards, like, obviously Renee is calling him out on his bullshit because married to Dean Ambrose. But he like denies that that he told Maurice to slap him. But if you actually go back to the footage, and they actually replayed the footage during the Raw talk, because the cameraman was literally right behind Maurice, the mic could pick up the Miz's voice, especially since he was screaming at Maurice. And you could clearly hear him scream at Maurice, slap me in the face, do it now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah. No, Miz, no. Just no. You're about as credible as Donald Trump here.
Okay, that's funny. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently, John Cone has his own segment as part of the JBL and Renee show.
There's a JBL and Renee show?
There is or was.
Okay, then.
I guess there's video playlists at WWE.com. John Cone had his own segment, John Cone Office Referee. As veteran referee, John Cone official enforces the rules of WWE headquarters.
Okay, then.
I kind of want to see that now.
And I'm sorry, Renee, that you have to work with JBL. That must suck.
Yeah, well. Well, that show got canceled, so she's not doing it anymore.
Good.
Anyway.
It would have only been a matter of time before JBL ate a dirty deeds.
Yeah.
Probably. Anyway, so Maurice gets accompaniment interference. That's 11 points to Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
108 for Maurice. Whoa. Stupid pop-up. All right. So Dean Ambrose losses. Now, question. We need to ask ourselves, does the stipulation constitute making this a specialty match?
Yes. I would say because there's a stipulation, it should qualify.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. So, in that case, Dean Ambrose is going to get, let's see, this is a, oh shit, I fucked up.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
I did fuck up.
What'd you do?
No, for the pre-show match, I forgot it. A pay-per-view, it's 8 for competing, not 5.
Oh.
So Apollo and Kalisto should have 3 additional points each. Okay. Now back to what I was saying. So Dean Ambrose is going to get 8 points for competing in this match. He's going to get himself an additional 3 for being in a specialty match, is 11. And he had 5 moves, is going to be 16 points to Dean Ambrose.
Woohoo.
17, that's 223. Now, The Miz, let's see here.
Dumb Miz.
So let's see, The Miz is going to get 30 points for winning this match. He's going to get himself 40 points for winning the Intercontinental Championship. That's 70. He's going to get himself 8 points for competing. No, hang on. 40 for the title. 30 for the match is 70. 10 for winning a specialty match is 80. 8 for competing in it is 88. And 3 for competing in a specialty is 91. And The Miz had 5 moves, is 96 points to The Miz.
Woohoo.
Which, let's see here.
At least I think.
Going to be 96. Plus The Miz's existing points is going to put The Miz at 273.
Jesus Christ! Shot straight up into the middle. He's above TJ Perkins. What the shit?
He actually won his match for a title.
Oh!
Ouch.
Oh!
Also, Jim, there's more points to be had because I don't think you gave her the correct points. And even though you mentioned it, Maurice, she should have ejection points because she got ejected.
That's right, she got ejected too. I forgot about that.
You mentioned it!
I didn't mention it. I mentioned that she interfered. I didn't say she got ejected.
Yes, you did, because you mentioned that John Cone called her on her bullshit, which is when she got ejected.
No, I mentioned that. I mentioned that she slapped. I mentioned that she slapped Miz in the face, and the referee refused to disqualify Miz for it. I never mentioned the ejection.
Okay, because that's what she got did. He's like, I see what you're trying to do here. You're out of here.
All right, fine.
You
Maurice gets
out of here.
Maurice gets 10 more points then. Fine.
Woohoo.
Okay. Puts her at 118.
She didn't actually leave, but she got ejected.
Yeah, well. Okay. So
she tried to leave, and then Miz tried more bullshit, which distracted John Conan, so she just stopped and didn't go up the ramp.
Yeah. So, we cut to the backstage where Bayley is interviewed. And says, Alexa's This Is Your Life segment proved that she's no Mankind or Rock. Said she's been watching footage of Tommy Dreamer, The Sandman, and Steve Blackman to get ready for this kendo stick match.
Which apparently didn't help because she didn't swing the kendo stick once.
She adds that she watched Wonder Woman in theaters and felt empowered afterward.
Yeah. And then you promptly get buried in your match. You're a nothing and a nobody.
Yeah, they messed that up.
they fucked her over hard, yeah.
So Bayley
gets bent her over his knee, and yeah.
Bayley gets promo points. All right. So the next match is an intergender tag team match featuring Sasha Banks, the Boss, teaming with Rich Swann to take on Noam Dar and Alicia Fox.
Baltimore's own Rich Swann.
Indeed.
He broke the curse, as they pointed out on Raw Talk. He won.
He did.
So therefore, you
every once in a while.
Yeah, and I love that fucking Renee and like Corey called WWE out on that shit too. Yes, Corey joined her for Raw Talk for this one, but anyway, I love that they called WWE out. And Renee's like, you are from Baltimore. I am, and you won. I did. And she's like, She's like, hometown people never win matches here in WWE. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, really, Renee?
They do very, very rarely. The problem is he took it, so we
Yeah.
can't get a better one. No offense.
Yeah.
But it still shocks me that she just straight up called WWE
Yeah.
out on that shit.
Oh god. So wait, Rich Swann took it. Does that mean Randy? Does that mean Randy's fucked?
Yep. He's
Damn.
a lot of fun.
Oh, sucks to be you, Randy.
Oh well, I don't care. I have Jinder Mahal.
Sucks to be you, WWE.
Yes, but a win pays more points than a retention, you moron.
It does.
Twice the points, in fact. Anyway, so the faces, as you mentioned, Rich Swann did take the win in this match. The faces taking the victory here, so that's a good thing. So we will score the heels first, as we were wanting to do.
Now, as far as this match is concerned, Noam Dar should just pack his bags and go home. There's just no point to him even being there.
Yeah, he hit no moves in this match.
And then that's the sad thing is when you have an intergender tag match and Noam Dar is the one that doesn't need to be there, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
When Alicia Fox is more compelling and actually has a point to being there, and Noam Dar doesn't, Noam Dar needs to go home. He's done.
Yeah.
But then again, Fox has been doing this longer.
Yeah.
She is. Wow, that makes me sad. I just realized Alicia Fox was the veteran in this match. What the fuck?
It's true. 10 years.
What is going on?
Anyway, Noam Dar didn't hit any moves, so he's just going to get 8 points for showing his face.
Yeah.
Again, now does an intergender match qualify as a specialty match?
I believe so.
Yeah, I would qualify that.
Alrighty, sure. What the hell?
Now, this match was
Extreme Rules
definitely
across the
filler.
board.
It was not a terrible match, but it was definitely filler.
Filler.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway,
This was you guys just had a what the fuck is going on ballbuster of a title match. Now you can go take a piss.
yeah. So, Noam Dar, as mentioned, was getting 8 points for showing up.
Yes. Let's be honest, the only person that anyone cared about in this match was Sasha Banks.
I disagree. Rich Swann is very popular.
I think Banks is more popular.
I think she is, but that does not allay the popularity of Rich Swann.
Well, okay, given the fact that it's Baltimore, I will agree with you.
Exactly.
Given the fact that he's the hometown hero, for this match, I will agree with you. But
Fair
generally speaking, Sasha Banks is the reason people watch this shit.
Fair enough. Anyway, let's see. Alicia is going to get 8 points for. Actually, hang on. Noam is 8 and then 3. Noam should have 3 more, if I'm remembering the specialty part. So that's
Fair
actually going
enough.
to put him at 161. So Alicia is going to get 8 for competing, 3 for being in the specialty is 11. And she had 1 evasion. She didn't hit any moves, but had an evasion. So that's 8 and 3 is 11, and 3 is 14. To Alicia Fox. Puts her at 130. All right.
Yeah, that match was okay.
Over on the face side, Sasha is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. She is going to get herself 8 points for competing in the match.
Yeah. Noam Dar needs to face the facts. He's the Brooklyn Brawler of 205 Live.
Yep.
He's never going to win until he becomes a legend. Then he'll win.
So that's 23 points for Sasha. 3 for being a specialty is 26, and 2 moves is 28 points. Sasha. Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah, 73, 83, and 8 is 191. And then Rich Swann won the match.
Can't
So
handle
Rich Swann
this. Can't handle this.
So Rich Swann is going to get 30 points for winning a match. He's going to get 10 for winning a specialty match, is 40. He's going to get 8 for competing in it, is 48. 3 for competing in a specialty is 51. And Rich Swann had 3 move points, is 54 points to Rich Swann.
Hometown hero.
So let's see. Clear. Less existing points. Puts Rich Swann at 225. All right. After this, we break for the pay-per-view's musical interlude.
I don't recall there being a musical interlude.
And musical interlude as Elias Sampson comes out and sings a song about how much he hates Baltimore.
That's true, yeah. That was weird. It's like, wait, you gave Elias Sampson just time on... Why?
Well, they didn't necessarily give him time. He probably just drifted out there.
Yeah.
So Elias Sampson gets promo.
He does.
I was 63. All right. Next up, we had Alexa Bliss defending the Raw Women's Championship against Bayley in a kendo stick on a pole match.
I mean, Alexa Bliss curb stomping fucking Bayley in a kendo stick on a pole match.
No, that move is banned.
Yeah, so's Bayley apparently. What the fuck? No, literally, she curb stomped Bayley. Like, Bayley did not stand a chance in fucking hell. It was kind of sad. Like, literally, Bayley is the one that gets the kendo stick, and after, the entire match, taking Alexa and slamming her face into fucking electronics and plastic, the ring, and ring post, and everything else, she hesitates to swing that kendo stick, which Alexa then just stands up, takes from her, and whacks her. I'm like, what? They literally buried Bayley. She got curb stomped by Alexa Bliss.
Okay, then.
It's like, yeah, Bayley's completely buried at this point. She has no credibility, which is sad. Because I like Bayley.
Indeed. So, Bayley did not win this match.
No.
Sorry, John. So, Bayley is going to get herself, let's see, 8 points for competing in the match. 3 for competing in a specialty is 11. And 1 move is 12 points, Bayley. Because she didn't actually use the weapon, right?
Nope.
No, she just grabbed it.
At 7 puts her at 107. Which is horseshit because the stick is only legal for the person who grabs it.
Also, Bayley asked for that match type and then was like, oh, I don't want to use it. Then why the fuck did you ask for it?
Yeah.
No, she didn't ask for the match type. Kurt pulled it out of his ass.
And if you
But she wanted an Extreme Rules match, but was unwilling.
She did, and Kurt was all like, kendo stick on a pole.
Yeah.
That's because
was unwilling
kendo stick near the ring.
Something extreme, so why ask for Extreme Rules match?
And actually, for the on a pole matches, whatever is on the pole, if it's a weapon, becomes legal in the match, period. Once it's pulled down, it's just whoever gets it first has the advantage because, well, they're holding the weapon.
See, that's not how it was stated. It's always generally stated whoever gets the weapon down can use it legally. That's always how they say it.
Well, that's not how I've ever seen it in any match. It's always once it's enters the ring, once it's pulled off the pole.
I know how it is, how it happens. I'm just telling you that doesn't match how they say it's supposed to happen.
Fair enough.
I gotta order that rule book. Anyway,
how would a referee enforce that anyway? No, I'm not going to let you use the kendo stick. Yeah, try doing that, ref. See what happens.
Yeah, try hitting the ref with the kendo stick. You're gonna get DQ'd immediately. Because a weapon might be legal, but attacking a ref is not.
You think Alexa Bliss cares? Champion advantage.
Yeah.
True.
Because you have to realize, 9 times out of 10, the person who would quote-unquote illegally have that kendo stick is going to be a heel and more than likely the champion. They won't give a shit. Unless their name is Dean Ambrose. In which case, he'll be a face and still not give a shit. Because he's insane.
Except he did give a shit because he didn't use the weapon. Anyway. Alexa Bliss retained the Women's Championship.
Yep.
So let's see here. Alexa Bliss is going to get 30 points for winning a match. Women's Championship retention is 25, so that's 55 points. 10 for winning a specialty match is 65 points. 8 for competing is 73 points. 3 for competing in a specialty is 76 points. The weapon usage is 79 points. And Alexa had 1 move is 80 points to Alexa Bliss.
Damn. The DDT was the only move she hit?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Let me see something.
Okay.
No, okay, not quite. Alexa goes up to 363, passing Jinder Mahal, but not quite reaching Kevin Owens.
Nice.
All right. So after this, the Hardy Boys defended their Raw Tag Team Championships against Sheamus and Cesaro inside a steel cage.
This match kind of sucked, in my opinion. Just because the Hardy Boys were in it, I didn't feel it was up to their standard.
Mm-hmm.
It was not that good a match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jeff Hardy had the whisper in the wind off the top of the cage, which, okay, fair enough. But like, to me, it was like, okay, just, I don't know, it didn't feel like a Hardy Boys match.
Yeah, well.
It was an okay match, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I will say originally I called bullshit on the ending, but after hearing the reasoning why, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Why did you call bullshit on the ending?
Well, because the Hardys lost, and I'm like, why would they lose in a steel cage match?
Because Matt has a kid.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have the kid yet. It's because he asked for the time off, the paternity leave, because Rebby is close to giving birth, so he needed to be there for her, and so Jeff kind of went with him, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Makes sense.
I was like, oh, well, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
So we won't be seeing the Hardys for a while, which means there goes my Hardys points for probably about a month, and then they'll come back.
Yeah. Although an interesting point was made here.
What's that?
When I spoke to Maul during our pay-per-view coverage on the other channel. Theoretically, the Hardys should have won.
Well, yeah.
No, I mean I don't mean from a booking perspective. I mean from a legality rules of the match perspective.
Why?
The rules say that both it was a tag team that both men must leave the ring and their feet must touch the floor. Jeff's feet had already touched the floor. Him re-entering the ring should have no bearing on that fact. As soon as Matt's feet touched the floor off the stairs, they should have won.
See, other people mentioned that too, but I think, and again, you need to buy that rule book, but I think what the way it was enforced was that when Jeff made the decision to re-enter the match, it negated the fact that he escaped.
Yeah, that seems to be how that's played out, which is, I guess...
And therefore, he became a competitor again, which, if you think about it, does logically make sense.
Mm.
Because otherwise, then teams could kind of game the system and cheat by having one person hold off the other tag team while one person escapes, and then have them come back in just to do free damage, which kind of wouldn't be fair.
That's true. That's true.
Because then the other guy could just come in and just do the same thing and just hold them off while the other guy escapes and they instantly win. It's like, how is that fair?
I don't know.
And I think that's why it's enforced that way. So I think what they did was right. I can see the argument people making of, well, Jeff escaped, right? It's like, yes, but he made the decision to re-enter the match. Therefore, he made the decision to become a competitor again in that match, which means he did not escape.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Well, at any rate, Cesaro won the tag team titles.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently from what I understand, Matt and Jeff filed for the time off before this date because Matt knew around when, obviously when Rebby was going to pop. So he was like, I need time off to go, be there for the birth of my second child. And Vince said, okay. Well, that's why they lost this match. It's like, oh, well, I can't fault him for that, even though I think it was bullshit.
Do I get 4,000 points as the only person that correctly guessed that Cesaro would win?
No, because you had inside information, apparently. And therefore, that's cheating.
You can't prove that.
I feel like I missed something.
I don't know. I believed in them.
Okay. Anyway, so now the question I have, Jeff, since you're the one that actually saw the pay-per-view,
yeah,
so that I know who to order points to. Sheamus and Cesaro, the two of them.
Yeah.
Who hit the floor first?
I think Sheamus hit the floor first.
Okay, then Cesaro as the second would be considered the winner of the match, and we get the win points. Okay. Just wanted to verify.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that. Fair enough. Not that it matters. The points are going to me either way, but... All right. So we'll do the Hardys first. We'll start off with Jeff. So let's see. Jeff Hardy is going to get
Jeff Harvey.
Jeff Harvey, yes.
Brother Nero.
Jeff Harvey D.
Oh, that's too much drugs, man.
So Jeff gets 8 points for competing in this match, 3 for being in a specialty match is 11, and he had 5 moves, is 16 points. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw Jeff an OMG for a whisper in the wind off the cage.
I was gonna say the same thing.
So that's gonna go ahead and be let's see, that was 8 plus the 3 is 11, and then basically another 10. So that's gonna put him at 21 points for Jeff. Uh, 75 and 1. What's about 276? Then Matt. 8 and the 3 is 11, and 4 moves is 15 points to Matt. 34 puts him at 239. Okay, now over to the winners. We'll do Sheamus first. Because now, ironically, unless you remember something I don't, look at the Sheamus didn't. Let's just say not Sheamus. Cesaro didn't hit any moves.
No, he didn't, which is surprising considering I would have thought he would have at least fucking giant swung someone into the cage, but no.
Yeah, I would have thought that.
Actually, he did hit some moves. He hit a bunch of uppercuts. That was about it.
Okay, so how many uppercut points should I give him?
I'll give him 2.
All right, 2 sounds good. All right, 2 uppercut points for Cesaro. All right, so we'll do Sheamus first. So Sheamus is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. He's going to get himself another 8 points for competing. He's going to put him at 23. 3 moves is 26. And a tag team title win is worth a 30. So, what did I just say he had?
26, I think.
Okay, 26 plus the 30 is 56 points to Sheamus. Thank you, Sheamus. And then puts Sheamus at 213. And Cesaro technically won the match by being the last guy out. So Cesaro is going to get himself 30 points for that. 30 points for the match win is 60. 10 points for winning a specialty is 70. 8 for competing is 78. 3 for competing in a specialty is 81. And 2 moves is 83. And I think that's about it. So 83 points to Cesaro. Now 83 plus Cesaro's existing 178. 8, I said. Put Cesaro at 261. 261. And the top 10 for Cesaro. How about that?
For now. That's
All
going to
right.
change.
All righty. So,
You see that, John? The one season where neither you nor I have Cesaro, they actually fucking do something.
I know, right?
This season's weird.
Yes.
indeed. So, we're going to follow that up with a Cruiserweight Championship match.
This match is complete and total utter bullshit.
A
It was a
double.
good match.
A double versus the king of the Cruiserweights, Neville, in a submission match.
Yeah, this was actually a really damn good match, but it was complete and utter bullshit because they just completely buried A double for no goddamn reason. I mean, there's no coming back from this. He has lost 3 title matches against Neville in a fucking row. You don't come back from that. Your career's done, dude. You're done. And there's no fucking good. There's no reason why A double should have lost this match. And everyone is saying that. No matter who you ask, you're saying A double should have won this match, and WWE just fucked him over.
I don't think
And I
John
would
was
tend to
saying that.
agree.
I didn't think he would win, or I didn't think Neville would retain. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, despite the point thing, the fact that you have Neville, John, even you have to agree there was no good reason for A-Double to lose this match. Like, he had to win this match because he had lost.
it
two
does
already.
feel weird, yeah.
Yeah, just fucking stupid.
Of course, there's no reason for Bailey to lose either, but whatever.
That is true. Well,
Well, there is reason Bailey to lose. It's called Alexa's Insanely Popular.
yeah, I could come up with a reason for Bailey to lose. There was no reason for her being curb stomped and buried. There's a difference there.
Yes.
She should not have lost as badly as she did, but I could have seen the match go either way.
Yep.
And I know they tried to make her look strong by having her kind of dominate the early going of the match, but to have her grab the kendo stick and hesitate and not do anything with it after she asked for it, you're just like, no, that just makes her look dumb and retarded.
Yeah, well.
And that's what everyone is saying, and I completely agree with them. I'm like, yeah, you guys are absolutely right. You don't have someone come and ask for the special match type and then choke at the 11th hour in the middle of the match type. You're like, no. That just makes it look like she doesn't deserve to be in WWE, and that's not what you want to do with one of your top talents.
I think the point is because of how they booked Bailey is the idea that she was really pissed off and asked for it, but didn't know what she was getting herself into, and only realized come the match that it wasn't something she was able to handle. Remember, Bailey's character is supposed to be that she's innocent and naive. That's her entire shtick.
Right, and I get that, and I got that almost immediately of, okay, I see what they're trying to do, but it doesn't work. It makes her look way weaker than she probably should. And I think it hurts the character for them to stick to the character this much. I think it would have made more sense for her to, because she was going to go for it anyway. She was about to swing at it, but because she hesitated, it gave Alexa time to actually get up and grab it. So if their whole thing was going for she's innocent and naive and she realized at the 11th hour she doesn't want to do it, they shouldn't have had her go and swing for it anyway. The fact that they had her swing for it anyway and hesitate just made her look really fucking dumb. If they were going to go for the whole naive thing of, okay, she's supposed to be the innocent, the kid-friendly person and the huggable, and she's like, this isn't the person I want to become, they should have had her toss the kendo stick aside. That would have made more sense for the character. But in doing what they did, not only did they completely ruin that character, but they ruined Bailey's credibility completely. Because she literally does this, stops for a minute, looks at Alexa Bliss in the corner, and hesitates, and then she goes to swing it. By the time she's ready to swing it, Alexa's caught her second win, and she stands up and catches the kendo stick, takes it out of Bailey's hand, and just fucking goes BDSM on her ass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, you've just completely fucked Bailey over, and there's no getting around that. You fucked it up, WWE. You ruined her character, and you ruined her credibility.
Yep.
That's what they do.
So, yeah. Bailey's in the A-double position now. There's no coming back for either one of them.
For Bailey, I don't know about A-double, but for Bailey there is.
Okay.
Send her to SmackDown. She'll fit in perfect there.
Ouch.
I'm just saying. She'll fit in perfectly over there, the land of opportunity. She's that kind of good-hearted, friendly person that Shane and Daniel Bryan connect with. Have her show up over there. Her little tiff with Charlotte can continue, but Bailey and Naomi got some good feuding. Whatever. Have her. If Lana Lena is joining the New Wedge Order, have Bailey show up and join the good guys and even it out on a 4-4.
You do realize that would make it unfair, right? You do realize what you're saying. 3 of the 4 horsewomen versus the New Wench Order? The New Wench Order wouldn't stand a chance. And if they bury the 3 of the 4 horsewomen, WWE done fucked it up.
In all fairness, the New Wedge Order's already been kicking the shit out of 2 of the 4 horsewomen and the current women's champion.
Yeah, but that I can see. But if you add Bailey to the mix, come on. Come on. No way in fucking hell.
Right, but we'll realize what that does, though, is the fact is the horsewomen are talented and popular enough that they can suffer that loss. But when you do that, you just turned around, and not only did you boost Italian back up to a respectable location, you just put Tamina and Carmella on the map as dominant heels.
Which is another reason why that will never happen.
Yeah. Anyway.
So next match.
All right.
What came after the tag match? I don't remember.
The Cruiserweight match. I already said it.
Right, the Cruiserweight match. What came after that? We did that one. Or did you not do the points for that yet?
I didn't score yet. We just started talking about it and then we went off topic.
Yeah. Yeah, this
also,
match made me sad.
That's how they're going to push Carmella as a big heel. That's the reveal. James Ellsworth took out Enzo Cass because he's jealous.
Yes, and they jumped to Raw. I would dig that.
That seems credible to you?
I didn't say that incredible. I said it would be entertaining.
That would be the second least credible thing on SmackDown.
Oh. I almost hesitate to ask what the first is.
I think you know.
Fair enough. Anyway.
But it wouldn't be on SmackDown, so therefore your argument is invalid.
Ellsworth is, though.
No, but if that's the sort of thing they're going with, they'd be on Raw. Therefore, it would not be on SmackDown. Because Enzo and Cass are on Raw.
True, and it would only be about the fifth least credible thing on Raw.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Austin Aries did not win this match.
Boo.
So Austin Aries is going to get himself 8 points for competing in this match. 3 for competing in a specialty is 11. And he's also going to get 12 move points.
Yeah, he had a fuck ton of moves.
It is. So that's going to put him at 23 points for the match. 23 to a double. I'll put him at 326. And then the king of the cruiserweights, Neville. Let's see here. Neville gets 30 points for winning this match. He gets 10 for winning a specialty, is 40. He gets himself 20 for retaining the Cruiserweight Championship, is 60 for Neville. 8 for competing is 68. 3 for being in a specialty is 71.
Jesus.
And 15 points is 86 points to Neville.
Wow.
About time.
So 86 205 is going to be 291.
Whose daughter did he fuck to get this kind of push? Jesus. Neville back into the top 10.
Indeed. And I think it's called Neville being awesome.
He was awesome before. That didn't seem to help.
No, he wasn't awesome before. He showed up, but he did some fancy flippy shit before, and nobody cared.
People cared, just WWE.
Nobody cared.
Every time they tried to push him, or every time they looked like they were going to push him, he just lost every fucking single match. People wanted him to win, and he never won.
He won some matches. He won his feud against Goldust and Stardust and his cronies.
Yeah, but he never won big matches. Every single big match he's ever had as a face on the main roster, he's lost. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to push him, and I'm just like, why not?
Well, no, it's not that they didn't want to push him. It's one of those. He didn't have a character. His character was I do flippy shit. He fell into the Evan Bourne territory.
Yeah.
But when he came back, he started doing this. Now he has a character. Now he's awesome. All right. And our main event is a fatal 5-way match to determine the #1 contender to Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship.
This was match of the night. This was a fucking awesome match.
Well, yeah, obviously. Look who's fucking in it.
This was a great match.
Yep.
And WWE actually did something that's probably a first for the new era.
Okay.
There was actually storytelling in the match. Because the match opened with basically everyone getting knocked the fuck out except for Reigns and Rollins, and it ended with Reigns and Rollins in the ring as the last two standing, and then all hell broke loose. So I love that it came back to that. There was actual, legitimate good storytelling in this match. I'm like, wow, holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Also, poor Finn Balor, Jesus Christ. My God, man, he was the beat slut of the night.
Yeah. Well, he's the little guy. What do you expect?
Expect him to whoop ass. Also, I think the reason he lost is because he didn't bust out the demon. He came out as Finn Balor.
He did. He came out as Finn Balor.
You need to use the demon. That's why you're losing, dumb shit. Think about it. You're going up against Bray Wyatt. You need equal fear.
Yeah. But look at everybody else who has tried that shit against Bray Wyatt. All he does is beat their ass and take their powers. Don't give Bray Wyatt more powers.
Let's see Bray Wyatt try that against the Demon King.
It might work now. He's finally won a feud, so.
Yeah. I remind you, let's look at these two gentlemen. And let's look at their individual single world title reigns. And let's see which one lasted longer.
I also put to you, Bray Wyatt doesn't really have his full powers anymore because remember Orton kind of burned it to the ground.
Didn't help him in the House of Horrors.
Orton won that match, dude. Technically.
No, he didn't.
Technically, he did. The only reason Bray Wyatt won is because Jinder Mahal interfered.
I look in the book and I see a W next to Bray and an L next to Orton.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not because of his powers. It's because someone interfered.
No, he used his power to summon Jinder Mahal.
Exactly.
He transferred the push to Jinder.
Also, I put to you, Randy Orton has better powers than Bray because Randy Orton didn't need a fucking limousine to take him back to the arena. He just fucking teleported to the arena. He fucking like Goku'd that shit. Instant transmission. Shing! RKO out of nowhere.
Apparently. Well,
so,
no.
Yeah, who has the better powers now, Bray?
Well, no, but you have to realize, Randy, you have to think about it, though, no. Randy had to ride back to the arena.
No.
Because think about it. Randy had to have a ride back to the arena because there had to be another car at that building because Bray's limo drove away and a cameraman was still standing there.
Yeah, but I put to you, Orton was already there when Bray showed up.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when Bray left the actual house, there was a cameraman standing there filming the limo going away. So the cameraman had to get back to the arena, so Randy Orton must have hopped right with the cameraman.
After what, the cameraman moved the fucking refrigerator to dig Randy Orton out of the house?
Randy Orton probably got out in front of the fridge himself.
Also, how do you make a Dragon Ball Z reference and then don't say that Orton took Snake Way? I mean, come on.
Ah, there you go.
I don't know Dragon Ball Z. I don't get it.
That's okay.
But I can't say he took Snake Way because he didn't show up stronger.
That's not how that works. He's not a Saiyan. He wouldn't come back from the dead stronger.
No, but the end of Snake Way is King Kai's planet. He would have got training.
No, he didn't have time for that. He was in a fucking fridge, dude.
Okay, fair enough.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Fair enough.
Anyway, after all the insanity of this match,
Yes, this was a great match.
it was a great match, but Samoa Joe came out on top at the end of the match, somehow with a coquina clutch onto Finn Balor.
He's apparently been taking lessons from Randy Orton because that was literally a coquina clutch out of nowhere.
It was.
But he literally showed up out of nowhere, just off his boom. I'm like, what the shit?
Yep.
Like, what did Randy Orton like loan you his powers for the night? What the shit?
I don't know. Well, no, Joe's clearly pretty strong on powers. I mean, you see his promo on Raw. I mean,
Yes, I also saw his promo on Raw Talk after the pay-per-view, which I was like, okay, they need to let this guy talk.
Now, Paul, something very, very bad is about to happen to you.
And we'll go over that on Saturday.
Because what's going to happen is I'm going to wrap my arm around your throat. And I'm going to pull tight. And your vision is going to start to go blurry. That was great. Anyway. So let's go through all the people in this match. We'll save Joe for last.
We will.
We'll go through all the insanity. So let's see. What order do I have these people in? We'll go in reverse order. We'll start off with Roman Reigns. What the hell? So Roman Reigns is going to get 8 points for... Let's see here. Let me establish my base here real quick. So we got 8 for competing, plus 3 for a specialty, plus 4 for the main event. So 15 points is the base for this match.
All right.
All right. Roman Reigns is going to get the base 15 and 18 move points. The most of anybody in the match. Because Superman Punch.
Superman Punch.
Basically. So 15 plus 18 is going to be 25. 33 to Roman Reigns. And I'm going to throw up 5 for spearing 2 dudes through the barricade at the same time.
Yeah, the OMG. Yeah.
So that'll be 23 and 5 is 27 points to Roman Reigns.
Anyone but you, Roman.
Basically. Sorry, John. So that's going to be 7. We'll
I help
that
when
up
I
to
can.
70. What's Roman at 190? All right, next.
Seth freaking Rollins.
How'd you know?
Logical sense.
Okay. Anyway, Seth Rollins starts with a 15, has 11 move points, so that's going to be 26. Add 5 for Frog Splashing Bray through a table.
Yes.
So it is 15 becomes 26, and the 5 is 31 points to Seth Rollins. 55 puts him at 285.
And for
All
those
right.
keeping score at home, Jim and I have begun work on writing the lyrics for that song that we keep saying we're going to do. So it's coming, and I'm liking how it's shaping up. The lyrics are actually coming out really well.
Of course they are, because I wrote them all.
Hey,
You did not write them all.
write them out.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wrote the first, 3 parts at the beginning. And I even had to correct that to make the cadence work properly.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
You can't see it. I just triple snapped you. Anyway, moving along. Next up is Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds, who's going to get the standard 15. He had 6 moves. It's going to put him at 21 points. It's 54. 12 puts him at 274. All right. Top 10 for Bray. And then who's next?
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. 15 plus 10 move points is 25 points to Finn Balor. Nice even 25. It's 97, 07, and 5 is 312.
Damn.
And last but not least, Samoa Joe.
Hell yeah.
Samoa Joe's going to get himself, let's see here, 30 points. Well, let's see. 30 points for winning the match. 10 for winning a specialty is 40. He's going to get the standard 15. It's 55. He's going to get an additional 5 for winning the main event is 60. And 9 move points is 69 points to Samoa Joe.
Woo.
79. Whoa. Jumping around. Anyway, what did I just say he had?
69 points.
69, thank you. 79 and 2 is 281. And Joe at the top 10.
And I will say with Samoa Joe, I don't know if you guys are aware of what his theme song actually is. I wasn't. And I wasn't a huge fan of it until I saw an interview with him about his theme song, and now I love his theme song.
Okay, then.
Because apparently he hated his original theme song, and WWE was like, all right, well, what do you want for your theme song? What do you want us to use as a template for it? And Joe handed him the Godzilla theme. And so that's basically his theme song is the Godzilla theme. And I'm like, oh, okay, I like your theme song now, Joe.
I would think the rights to that would be expensive.
Well, it's a remix to it. It's a CFOS remix of it.
Ah.
But that was the basis for his theme song. So it's effectively the Godzilla theme. That's what the basis is. I'm like, okay, you wanted the Godzilla theme for your theme song. I now love you, Joe. Yes, that theme song is awesome. Because after he said that and I heard the theme song again, I was like, okay, I can hear that. I can hear the Godzilla in there. Okay. Because I wasn't sure what it was for. I was like, this sounds bland and generic. But it's like, oh, wait, it's the Godzilla theme. Oh.
Samoa Joe's various entrance themes in the past were typically customized to start with the Godzilla March theme horn riff, signifying Joe's presence while allowing for different tracks over the years. TNA would adopt a variation on this tradition, starting their custom themes for Joe with a similar riff. The current one is called Destroyer by CFOS.
Mm-hmm.
Though he has had over 10 different theme songs over the course of his career through his 3 main companies that he's been with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Joe was like, see, they asked me what kind of music I like, but the problem is none of the music I like fits my character, so can't really use most of it. Like, because, he's from California, so make of that what you will in terms of his musical tastes. Which doesn't fit Samoa Joe, but he's like, but I have a love for, like, Godzilla stuff. So he's like, I like the Godzilla stuff. So I gave them that.
Fair enough.
Like, well done, Joe. Well done. I give you the slow clap. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that ends the program. So let us check some scores here, shall we?
Indeed.
Data refresh. Let's save that, by the way. All right, here we go. What do we got?
All right. You're not scrolling.
I did scroll. At 46.78, still in the lead is the Team Extreme, followed by the Certified Balor Club, closing the gap down to 37.45. And at only 300 points behind at 34.01 is now Team Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Gaps are closing.
Indeed. 8. Actually, you and I just about maintained our gap. We both got about 200 points.
Hmm. Well, that gap is going to close because you're about to get another tag team titles. You're going to hold all the tag team gold.
Yeah.
Because there's no way in hell they're not giving it to the New Day.
It's true.
If they don't give it to the New Day, then I'm done predicting shit because I really won't know what the fuck is going on.
4. Okay, so that's 6. 1. All right.
To the leaderboards.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
What?
No, names of things are supposed to be capitalized.
Who cares?
I care. It's my chart. There we go. Save. To the leaderboards. Let's see what we got. Still at the top is the United States Champion and the new face of America, Kevin Owens, at 393. Followed by the Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, at 363, only 30 points behind. Oh, sorry. Following her is a double Austin Aries, holding third place at 326.
That ain't going to last. Mahal will blow him away.
Followed by the WWE Champion, Jinder Mahal, at 324. Followed by Finn Balor at 312. The Cruiserweight Champion, Neville at 291. Seth freaking Rollins at 285. Samoa Joe at 281 off his big win. Jeff Hardy still in there at 276. And Bray Wyatt just barely holding on by 1 point over The Miz at 274.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy ain't going to last either if he's going to be out for like a month.
Yep.
Although if they do plan to, well, no, they can't do that because they have a rematch, so they can't do. I was gonna say if they plan to split him up, Jeff could come back sooner, but they're probably not because they have a rematch that they have to evoke when they come back.
Just because somebody has a contractual rematch they can evoke does not mean they are obligated to do so.
It's the Hardys; they're going to evoke it.
Yeah.
And more than likely, what I expect is when they come back, they're going to evoke it, and they're probably going to win and take it back. Because like I said, from what I understand, the only reason they lost it was because Matt had to leave to go, be a father for a second time.
Mm-hmm.
And since, fuck that owl is still going on, they probably don't want to put the Hardys off TV, and the best place for them is at the top of the food chain.
Yep.
So that is my expectation is when they come back, they are going to evoke said rematch and win, which means Cesaro is probably going to hold the titles until the Hardys come back.
Probably. All right. So with that, we have completed the Extreme Rules.
Indeed.
Thank you for joining me, as always.
Indeed.
You're welcome.
That was a wild and woolly one.
It was. And we'll get more Wild and Woolly this Saturday when we take a look at this week in programming and news and other such crazy wonderful things.
So how would you guys rate this pay-per-view? Like, what did you think of it? I'm kind of curious. Based on what you've heard, since you didn't actually watch it.
Six? I don't know.
You think it was okay at best?
Sounds like it was okay at best.
I'd probably go a step further. I'd probably say 7 or 8, only because the main event was really good. Sounds like the Miz Dean match was decent. The Cruiserweight match was good. You know, the Intergender Tag Team match was entertaining, if nothing else. So, you know, other than the women's match being an unnecessary burial of Bayley, didn't seem like a bad show.
And the intergender
match was good.
And the intergender match hauling out Noam Dar for no fucking reason.
Well, yeah, but it's a feud. What you gonna do?
And Elias Sampson crashing the party by drifting in.
Well, that was a break. That was a cool down moment. That was okay.
I suppose.
He needs to be pushed. He needs airtime.
Yeah, no, that Cruiserweight match was fucking awesome. Like, I don't know, man. That could potentially be match of the night, now that I think about it, just because, finish aside, it was just a great out-and-out technical match because it was a submission match. Yeah, there was some high-flying stuff, but it didn't... Normally, when you think Cruiserweight and stuff, you think the flippy shit. And, you know, and you have all the high-flying stuff. And that didn't take away from it. In fact, in a way, by them not doing it the entire match, it made it all the more holy shit and kind of special when Neville was like, fuck this, Red Arrow. Because literally, he had just had enough of Austin Aries. He'd warmed down enough. He threw Austin Aries into the ring, and I can't remember what happened. Aries was trying to do something, but ended up on his face. And Neville was like, you're fucking done. I'm done with this shit. And he climbs the turnbuckle, does a perfect Red Arrow onto Aries' back, and doesn't even get up. And just grabs his arms and locks in the Rings of Saturn off the Red Arrow. It was a thing of beauty.
Yep.
So that was a great match, though.
Meanwhile, Drew Gulak was in the back and thought this was a perfect example of a cruiserweight match, and then that Red Arrow came out, and he cried one tear.
Yes, he did. As he sat with his best friend, Randy Orton.
Holding his sign.
Yeah.
Dive.
That's ... dive.
You don't see the dots? That's weird.
Everyone says the dots.
I didn't.
You did.
I did what they were for. Don't say anything.
Yes. Okay, we will see you on a Saturday for the week in Goings On, folks. Until then.
Don't threaten us.
Where the fuck did that come from?
We'll see you on Saturday. Don't you threaten them.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.